This is Avengers Tom Hiddleston Unleashed. Remember this one from a video I did where I said that it might be good? Well, it is. It is by Stern and Ron Lim. That is Stanley Lee's little brother. And this is the much better variant cover. It's a great cover by Ron Lim. This is a continuity insert story set during Roy Sternman's run on the Avengers from the 80s. And there's two major continuity mistakes, and I'll get to them. But we start off with Tom Hiddleston, and more importantly, Amanda the Enchanter's hot sister Laura. I even said in my other video that she should be in this because she is really sexy. And to start off the comic with her, well, I already think that it is great. Meanwhile, Robert Downton Abbey Jr., he has come to the East Coast to look at the damage that the Masters of Evil did to the Avengers' house, which, again, is exactly how I rationalised this character being part of the story in that ad video. There's some really nice hand waves and acknowledgements to then continuity, and on one hand it is just continuity porn, stuff like Robert Downton Abbey Jr. reacting to Thor now having a beard, or how the Wasp's powers have been tweaked, but it's really nice and refreshing to read. But all the continuity isn't as smooth. Captain Marvel's, the real one, Monica Rambeau, she has got the wrong hair. This was like her hairstyle in her early appearances, in her first appearances. But she switched to like a curly shoulder length hairstyle around about Avengers issue 267. And this story is set after 277. Also, in my video about the announcement of this comic, I said that Darth Knight, he should be on the team, but he probably won't appear because Tom Beaver has an agenda against the character. So, would you expect? Naturally, he's not in this story. He should be, and that is really annoying. He really should be in this issue. He was one of the main members of the team at this time, and, well, we'll see another insult at a character later on. And here is our final continuity problem. Doctor Strange shows up. And Doctor Strange, at this point, he had faked his death and lost an eye, and he was having some terrible stories where he was using black magic and displaying no morals, but he's just here in his classic status quo. The plot is that Tom Hiddleston, he has gone to a magic planet to absorb the magic. And there's an odd Doctor Strange villain called Genesis, and he is a big deal. He was one of those villains who were so huge and cosmic and powerful that he never appeared again. He destroyed the universe and never appeared again after the 70s until this comic. And that is not a concern because he is in safe hands with Roy Sternman. So the Avengers and Doctor Strange, they go to the planet. And here's a little bit of Tom Hiddleston fighting Genesis. And this is really great to read, this comic. This is a proper Avengers story. None of the Michael Bryan Benson or Jonathan Huckleberry or Aaron Jason rubbish. This is the true Avengers. So we get to see the Avengers being heroes and fighting all these alien monsters from this planet. And then we finally get to the fight between Tom Hiddleston and Genesis. Although it's mostly just Genesis because he is much more powerful than Tom Hiddleston. Captain Marvel's, the real one, Monica Rambeau, she gets to stand tall and proud alongside the other Avengers. Perfectly written. She was created by the writer Roy Sternman. And we get to see all the Avengers fight Genesis. And this is really exciting and epic. And sadly, it is just a one-shot. Give this story idea a whole mini-series. Roy Stern and Ron Lim 5-issue Avengers miniseries with them fighting this Doctor Strange villain. It'd be perfect. This is close to perfect as it is, but the problem is that it's too short. It's far too short, and it makes Genesis seem a tad bit underwhelming because he has to be defeated within the page limitation. And then the Tribunal shows up just to make sure that I like the comic even more. I love whenever we have the big cosmic entities show up and fight baddies like Genesis here. And on this next page, we've got this bit here showing a bunch of Avengers like headshots. And do you notice who is not there? Darth Knight. Also, the Flash is missing, and so is Wonder Man and Seaman, and well, loads of them. It's just the fucking same Tom Beaver approved members of the Avengers. Anyone else has to be never referred to or buried. Little frustrations like that, and the length of the comic, and even the lack of promotion this amazing creative team got, make this comic just fall short of being perfect. It's really good though. This is the best Avengers story in yonks, and I recommend this hard. Go and buy this, support this. This is the Avengers comics we want. And get this Ron Lim cover, the variant, this one here, not the main Twat Zercher cover. This is 7 thumbs up, no contest.